Don't squander your tax returns in today's Financial Friday, sponsored by Jordan Credit Union. Landon Bradfield is here to share how we can make the most of that return for those who received one. Landon, before we start and talk about that, let's also talk about who can be a member at Jordan Credit Union.
You know, I'm glad you asked, because last time as we were going out of the station, we had some questions like, who can join? I thought you were the Educators Credit Union. That was true a long time ago, but we've expanded. And I tell a little bit of the story because it's a good one. In 1950, we were started by just a small group of educators, and they had a vision to help each other financially. And soon after, Jordan Credit Union was born. And with each generation, we've expanded more and more to the point now we serve for those who worship in clear up in Davis and Morgan and Weber counties, including Salt Lake County and Tooele County and Utah County. So pretty much like most of Utah can join Jordan Credit Union.
Well, you've got us covered.
Yeah.
In all the places. And I love the backstory and supporting educators. That's so important. Now you've opened it up to everyone. Let's talk about those tax returns.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're not squandering them, and you're going to help us out today.
Yeah. Tax returns are a great opportunity to take care of some things and also, you know, do some things that you've saved for. So tax returns are like bonuses in a way, although you've prepaid them, so they're not really a
But
bonus.
it's a nice little thing when just in time, at least for me, it came just in time. One of the biggest tips is to pay down your debt.
Right. So the average Utahn has like $6,000 in credit card debt. And the average Utahn gets about $3,000 back in tax returns, at least historically. So most people will fit in the category or the segment that they should be paying most of their tax returns to high interest debt. And that will actually help you throughout the whole year, because that interest payments for that debt is pretty high. And so you're not paying down the balance a lot. So paying those high interest credit cards down will help you through the whole year.
And before you get overwhelmed, because obviously when you look at the numbers, you're like, okay, I can't pay all my debt.
Right.
But you say there are some things that else you can do. So put a little bit towards that debt, but then also your emergency fund, a time to boost, because last week we talked about having that emergency fund. Mine is nil. So maybe put a little bit away there, and that also helps motivate you, don't you think?
Yeah, I think we need to remember that we're humans and that we need to be psychologically motivated for everything. And so if we put everything towards our debt, that's good and that's responsible. But we also have to remember we have to do things like start an emergency fund and those habits. Even if it's a small amount, it's a good habit to start. And also, you have to remember to do something fun for yourself.
That's right, and I love that's part of it. You know, you don't take away the fun, and that is something. It can be small. It can be a treat. It can be a mini vacation.
Yes, I think going back to psychology, we again have to remember that you and me are just humans. We need to be motivated by looking forward to something. It's good to invest in yourself by investing into experiences with you and your kids, especially, or your family. Experiences are going to be worth more than things that you buy. And so if you're going to set some money aside for yourself and your family, invest in a hobby or an experience for you and your family.
Well, I like that so much. And then also you say maybe it is a project from your backyard or your home to enhance the value of your home. Right.
And so if you are looking forward to investing in your home, so everything's an investment. It could be investment in yourself, investment into your debt, or you can improve your home value by doing a yard project or something like remodeling your kitchen.
Well, I talked about the patio that I would like to work on, and that would increase the value of your home if you were to ever sell it. But that is important to keep in mind. I love those 4 tips. You're not saying, okay, put everything in debt. You save a little bit for fun.
Right.
Okay, I think those are great tips. Where can people become a member, get more of these resources?
You can go to jordancu.org, and you can find all the information on how to join and how to be a part of Jordan Credit Union.
Landon, thank you so much for giving us advice that we sorely need.